Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we continue the If I Produced For series, and today we're going to focus on the Migos. The Migos just came out with a new song, Straightening. It just shows how one word can make an entire song, and it's trending on YouTube. So I'm hyped that everybody's kind of coming back on the scenes. We got the Migos, Drake is supposed to drop, J. Cole is dropping. People are getting back into the game, and I'm excited. So we're going to focus on the Migos sound. So the Migos sound is extremely simple. And the issue that most people have with the Migos sound is they don't know how to simplify stuff because they overcomplicate stuff. I need you to smash the like video. I need whatever the proper YouTube terminology is. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the project files for free. Okay, so don't worry about getting lost along the way. I know I move a little quick. Okay, so we're going to start with Hermes, which is our plugin at BusyWorksBeats.com. We actually have a Hermes update coming soon with Ableton effects, FL Studio effects, and new sounds for Hermes. Okay, and I'll make sure I add some Migos flavor in here. So let's start with a plucky sound. We need something really basic and straightforward. Okay, and I'll show you how to liven that up. So I took all the effects off. So the Migos, now most of us produce it like 156, 160, 180. Slow it down a little bit for the Migos. They're not up in the 160s. Okay, so we're gonna go 132. Okay, so let's right click, go to piano roll. The reason it's so slow is because of how their flow is. It's not like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's not like the baby's flow. It's more like anything where your head can bob to it naturally, not like, you know, your head doesn't bob like this that fast naturally. So it's like 132. Okay, and I'll show you little tricks of the melody. So it's boom, ba-dum, one, so the pattern mode. So here's the key. You got to pause one. So we're not hitting the next note on that next. Let's switch this to half beat. So we're not dropping the note right on the actually quarter beats. Gives us this ability. Cool. So we're not dropping it right on that next segment. We're just waiting. So it's just pause. Ba-doom, doom, doom. Okay, so that's the trick for this melody. Not putting it directly on the next sound. So it'd be like dun, 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 dun. Instead of that, it goes dun, 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 dun. Adds a little more bounce. And then I'll show you how to change it up. So we copy this over. So that small little difference by not putting your note like this, like most people would do. I would do it too if I didn't have this in mind. See, it's like 1 2 3 1 2. It sounds like a kid's melody, but since you go dum ba-dum dum, it adds that swing or the bounce. Okay, so that's the little key. That small little tiny thing is the key. Now here's another thing people don't do with their melodies. And this is what makes your melody sound like loops, is because at the very end, you don't make the melody end. You just make the melody repeat. Dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, and there's no ending to it. So we have to end this melodic phrase. Now, all this is the same shape, but we want to change the notes. So we want to go da. So a trick is going up 1/2 step, which is one note up. And then on that root note, and then keep the rest of the notes the same. So all we did was literally take C to C sharp. You got to remember, trap music was built off of like that horror sound. And so in horror, what they would do is they use one note and then the note directly above or below to create that haunted sound. Now let's add some effects back. Let's add some spread. See how it gains its own identity? Okay, so now we can add our. Now the key is to be so minimalistic, but using all those tricks, because now the drums can actually show off a little bit. Let's add this to the playlist. Let's keep the metronome on, because that's considered the metronome like a hidden instrument. It's not on, but it's on. It's a hidden rhythm that your ear doesn't hear. But the metronome is an instrument. The metronome is an instrument. The BPM, I meant to say, is an instrument. Okay, so I'll give you these project files for free so you don't have to memorize the next steps. And literally all we got to do is just fill in the gaps. This is not hard, y'all. As long as you could click on the button, you'll be fine. So, and we don't even need to get tongue twisted. We don't, oh my gosh. We don't even need to know music there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm going to make some switch ups with the drums. So let's clone this pattern. And I'm going to hit it. So the main thing is boom, boom. So the kick, the 808 is going to hit with the snare. So it goes 1, boom, boom. Okay, so that's the only difference between the first pattern and that pattern. And we take that from Chicago. Okay, so you add the clap that everybody uses. And I'm going to try. Now most people would do Migos beats at 185, trying to figure out why it doesn't sound like a Migos beats, because your tempos are way too high. So I'm gonna play the hi-hats because I don't want it to be like all the way through. 2. Wait, I don't think my brain's listening to my hand. My hand's listening to my brain, so. Okay, so spaced out hi-hats. They're not like so very spaced out. Now, if you do want to, like for the hook, take up the energy. So that's why I said it's so minimalistic. You got to spread this stuff out. So we're just gonna right-click, fill each 2 steps, and just. Maybe change up the 808 so it's a little more active. So where we at? Let's make this unique. So here I'm just gonna add a little more energy by making the 808 hit more. So I'll slam the 808 just so we can hear it. It's a little quiet. It's a little too many 808s. Gotta be careful not to add too many. So the hook would be like, let me freestyle the hook. Why not? I have Waves auto-tune right here. So let me figure out what key are we in though. That's the thing, because I use that little half step. I think we're in, let's do A natural minor. If I'm out of key, I'm out of key. Just gotta deal with it. Why is this not moving? Big down easy way at. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me just show you how easy it is to make a Migos track. And there's no shade, they've mastered simplicity. Because they get the dopest beats too. I'm gonna mumble until we come up with a hook. Okay, here's the thing. I gotta add the little sharp because I'm gonna sound like I'm out of key if I don't. So I think the sharp note was. Doesn't that sound like a barber? C sharp or lawn care. Is the weed whacker in auto tune? That's what it sounds like. Okay, we need to add C sharp. So let's, is there a way to permiss it? Is that a word? Permiss it. Wait. I forgot the melody that quick. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so that's how you add the sharp to auto-tune. Okay, so it's mumble, but we're gonna make words out of it. Big diamond C's in my lap. No double G's all in my back. No car keys all in my lap. Got a big old diamond bitch stack. OVD, where you at? Big diamonds ain't all in my lap. Keep diamond hood all in my back. Migos is where we at. Big diamonds on that. Big car wanna keep that lat. Big dog wanna keep that Mac. Little jaws wanna keep that tech. Ready tech 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 tech. Big bagger, that's that Mac. Big bagger, that's that pack. Yo, diamonds is all in my lap. Okay, so yeah, so we got a different one. Big diamond C's in my lap. No double G's all in my back. No car keys all in my lap. Got a big old diamond bitch stack. OVD, where you at? Big diamonds ain't all in my lap. Okay, so I'm not making words out of it, but that's the, you know, we could sit here all day and write lyrics, but I'm trying not to edit this video because I don't feel like it. To be straight with you, it's not worth my time, unfortunately. But I would spend that time to do all that. In my lap. No double G's all in my back. No car keys all in my lap. Got a big old diamond bitch stack. OVD, where you at? And then you just gotta add a reverb. Their favorite reverb. Now they don't use this one specifically. I don't know the exact reverb. I have another reverb I need to install on here called Altiverb. That has some of the best reverbs I've ever heard. Big diamond C's in my lap. No double G's on my back. They do reverb throws, so you would automate. It's hilarious because I said I didn't want to edit, so you guys are seeing this project open back. Did I not save it? I definitely saved it. There we go. So let's see where we left off. All right, well, the melody's gone. This is gone. Well, the melody's gone. This is gone. The melody's gone. What is gone? The melody's. This video is meme worthy. I'm not even gonna edit that out because I want to show y'all the struggle that I have to go through just to give you videos. Well, at least you heard the melody. Now I wouldn't slam the 808 like this. You're gonna get these project files for free. I guess it's a sign to end the video here and give you just this and not my awful vocals. So thank you for watching today. Smash the like button and let's continue this If I Produce 4 series. It's game for busyworksbeats.com. Just click the link below to download or go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Just a reminder, we have a 50% off sale going on for the summer. So all our Shopify stuff is just enter the code 50 or 50 and you'll get 50% off. Our other stuff is already discounted, like Hermes Synth is already discounted, and our premium is already has an offer for you. So thank you for watching. It's game for busyworksbeats.com.